Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Guerlain Ideal Extreme. Now, I got three versions of full bottles of Guerlain Ideal, and I tell you what, each one of them is fantastic. Last one that I reviewed is EDT, and I enjoyed this. I really enjoy this fragrance. And Extreme came out this year, 2020. And the parfumer is Thierry Wasser, but I think normally the Ideal line has been a teamwork between Thierry Wasser and Delphine Jelk. This one doesn't mention Delphine Jelk, so I assume that it is only Thierry Wasser. I'll tell you one thing, guys. This happens to be, along with Pacha de Quartier Parfum, one of the best releases of 2020. Hands down. Hands down. Really enjoyed this. And this, wow, this fragrance to me is basically signaling, wow. This signals Guerlain, Guerlain coming back big time into the designer game. This is strong. The designer game. The designer game was lacking that X factor. This fragrance is going to change it, because it's not only amazing, it also is very high quality. This reeks Thierry Wasser. Yeah. Now Thierry Wasser has been doing a lot of good work when it comes to the niche line, but this designer is really going to change the game. So let's start. How does it smell? This smells absolutely fantastic. It smells of richer, less sweeter and darker opening of the Ideal EDT. Now, if you don't know or never smelled this whole Ideal line is based around almonds. Yeah. So here the almond is not medicinal or sweet like the EDP, which is another beautiful rendition. Here the almond is dry and austere. It's really very rich and austere. It's dry, very aloof, and along with that the fragrance creates a magical woody leathery base, and the woody leather is leather is there, woodiness is cedar, but not cedar, that soft sort of spongy nuttiness to it is there, but the leather, the wood smells like a log of wood, almost like a freshly cut log of wood. There's also softer undertone to this, and there's this tartiness to it. But the tartiness is like the fruity tartiness, not like lemon tartiness. It's more fruity. And they've used plum in the middle. So this tarty plum along with slightly nutty leather with freshly cut log of wood and almonds. The EDT line, EDT signature is maintained. What a beautiful creation. The fragrance brings in a little bit of sweetness when it dries down, and tobacco. Yeah, and that's when it reminds me of another fantastic Guerlain. Let me show it to you first. Tonka Imperial. And I checked the notes. There are three notes common between this and the EDT Extreme. The notes that are common are bergamot, tobacco, and I believe cedar. Yeah, and this is why the middle stage is slightly reminiscent of Tonka Imperial. Now Tonka Imperial is a gourmand without being sweet. It's a very rich fragrance. It's beautiful actually. Tonka Imperial is stunning, and I'll do a full review soon. But that tobacco, the way it's been rendered here in Extreme, reminded me of Tonka Imperial. Just a passing salut, just hi Tonka Imperial, that sort of thing. It's a fantastic fragrance, this one. And I think the fragrance doesn't change too much. The tobacco is there and then goes away. Slight sweetness comes in. The tartiness of plum is there. Maybe cinnamon, little bit of cinnamon. The glorious, sort of aspect of this fragrance is how the leather and the wood support the almond. It's glorious. It's beautiful. It's such high quality. It's amazing, man. This is amazing fragrance. The leather in this fragrance is just leather that you would probably smell without the smoky, birchy masculineness. It's very modern leather, but it doesn't go down the route of Dior Homme Parfum or anything like that. Just nice, very nice. So, upsides and downsides. As you can see from my face, I'm terribly excited about this one. This is a very high quality designer. And it's Thierry Vass's probably best designer he's created so far. He's done many designers, but this one fragrance I think is going to change the game for Guerlain when it comes to designer. The designer game was dead and buried long time ago, 2004. LIDG. That's what I think. The designer game was gone. You know, it was very sort of, yeah, okay, I'll do a flanker if you want me to. That sort of thing. No heart into it. This one has heart. Nice. Very nice. The quality is the second. It's got tremendous quality. The fragrance smells niche quality. The third one, sex appeal. This is basically a very sexy fragrance. Without being sweet, without being cloying, without shouting, it's a sexy fragrance. You know, it makes a statement by saying, I'm here and I've got tons of sex appeal. Very confident. Yeah. Fourth one is the performance. Again, Ideal line has patchy performance, 5 to 7 hours. This one consistently on my skin, and I've used about 3 ml. On my skin, it goes for about 12 hours to 14 hours of longevity. Projection is like any Ideal. It's about 1 to 1.5 hours for about 2 arms length and recedes. Sillage, very high quality material, will give you good sillage. This one gives you terrific sillage. I love it when I put 2 sprays under my shirt and I move around, I can smell it. It just reassures me that I'm wearing a very high quality designer. Love it. Compliment factor is the 5th one. See, it depends on who smells. These sort of fragrances are very classy. So a lady who understands classy fragrances will definitely compliment you. A lady who doesn't understand this sort of fragrances, who understands sweet fragrances, may not compliment you. But this is a classy fragrance. When you wear a classy fragrance, who needs a compliment? All right. I understand you need a compliment. You might get a compliment. You might not get a compliment. Depends on who smells you. But this is, one thing is for sure, this is a very high quality, very well made designer fragrance. Now the downsides. See, the thing with this Ideal line is the projection is mediocre, and that might upset some people, right? And this name extreme can mislead you. There is nothing extreme about this fragrance. Yeah, it's a very well made melody. There's nothing extreme here. Very harmonious. The other one is the most popular Ideal, and I also like it, is the EDP. And EDP is a sweet fragrance, which is why people gravitate towards it. Most people tend to like sweet fragrances. And that's the second downside of this fragrance. This fragrance is not sweet. So if you approach Ideal Extreme from Ideal EDP, you might get disappointed. And it also is more mature. This fragrance is more mature than the EDP. This is basically a deeper, richer, raw take on the EDT DNA. If you like the EDT, I think you will love this even more. Yeah, I like all of them. So, age groups. This is slightly serious, slightly more mysterious. So if your personality is like that, you should go for this. Doesn't matter if you're a 20-year-old or if you're a 50-year-old. If you're a very jovial kind of a person and you want to wear something that attracts people because it's sweet and jovial and chirpy, this is not it. So age groups, I would say it's slightly serious leaning, 25, 30 plus, but tremendously well-made, fashionable, elegant. It's just amazing. It'll suit a person who's got a little bit of a build to themselves and have a little bit of seriousness about themselves. Yeah. So seasons. Autumn is the best season for all the Ideals. There's somehow, well, not all. I mean, the cologne, which I don't rate much, the sport and the cool version. I haven't tried the cool, but I've tried all the others. Actually, I have not tried the another one, the one in the black bottle. I haven't tried it. So I think most of the Ideals are cold weather fragrance because almond, the way it's been used here, is slightly leaning towards autumn. I think autumn and winter would be the better ones. I've not obviously tried it in winter, but I've tried it in summer. It was too much. Autumn is the best time to wear this. I think I've covered all aspects. Value for money. Value for money is at the moment not good. £80 is what it'll take for you to get a bottle of Extreme. I've checked online. Maybe you can get it for 70 here in the UK. It's too much. I wouldn't pay that much for a Guerlain designer. I'll pay probably 50, 55. So once the market corrects the price of this one, I will get a bottle because I really like it. So value for money for me is medium. Yeah, medium to high, I would say. Once the prices come down, it will be very high because it's a very high quality designer. So how many marks am I going to give it? I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. This is a very, very high quality designer. Probably 8 to 9, yeah, because of the price at the moment. But this is a very high quality, extremely well made designer which will impress you. If you like high quality, slightly, Guerlain-esque style, you'll really enjoy this. Hope you enjoyed the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.